Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? Hope you all are very good and healthy at your home. Children, today we are going to learn about your new chapter 4, that is water. Let us see what are the learning outcomes of this lesson. After the lesson, you will be able to recognize the source and availability of water, understand the importance of water, explain the process of water cycle, and you can draw a labeled diagram of water cycle, apply learning of scientific concepts and day-to-day life by suggesting ways to cope up with heavy rain or drought. You can understand the importance of wastage of water, and you learn about rainwater harvesting. Water. Water is tasteless, colorless, shapeless, odorless, and it is lifeless also. So, water has no taste, no color, no shape, no odor, and it has no life. But without water, all living organisms have no life. Now, let's see what are the most common uses of water. Water is used for domestic purposes like drinking, brushing, washing clothes, flushing toilets, etc. And we can also use this water for agricultural purpose like growing crops, aquaculture, and for rearing livestock. It is also used for industrial purpose and for environmental purpose and in transportation also. And this water is called as universal solvent, and water is used for recreational purpose. Now let us see what are the sources of water. If you see sources of water, we get water from ponds, oceans, lakes, streams, rivers. These are the natural sources of water and can be found in not only on the earth but also under the earth, like underground water. And we also find water in our vegetables and fruits. So let's see the water in our human body. Our body, that is human body, is made up of 70% of water. Water is essential constituent in our food. We cannot survive without water. Our body loses water in the form of sweat and urine. We have to replenish water in our body by drinking lots of water, especially in summer. Vegetables and fruits are also sources of water to our body. Water is the medium of transport for various substances in our body, and it is very necessary for maintaining body temperature. And water also helps in the digestion of food in our human body. Let us see how we measure this water. So we can measure water in liters and milliliters. Now let's see the availability of water on the earth. If we see availability of water, then we can understand this availability of water basing on these pictures you have given. Now you have to take a bucket, a mug, a tumbler, that is glass tumbler, and then a spoon. Now take a 20 liters of water in this bucket, and you should take, that means the bucket will store 20 liters of water in it. With that measurement you have to take these things, and then you have to take a 500 ml mug and 150 ml tumbler and 1 ml spoon. If the capacity of the bucket is 20 liter, then it represents the total water on the earth. So, the water that is present in the bucket is representing the total water present on the earth. I hope you understood. Next, we see. Now, transfer a mug of water from the bucket to a 500 ml mug. Mug represents the total amount of fresh water present on the earth. The water left in the bucket represents seas and oceans. This water is not fit for human use. Now transfer 150 ml of water from the mug to the tumbler. It represents the total amount of groundwater. So what glass tumbler is representing? It is the total amount of groundwater. Next, finally, take 1/4 of water from the mug into spoon. The remaining water in the mug represents fresh water which is present in frozen form or snow-covered mountains, that is glaciers and polar ice caps. This water is also not readily available for our human use. Water in the spoon represents the total amount of surface water which is available in all the rivers, lakes and ponds of the world. It can be taken as potable water. That means potable means safe to drink. When such a small amount of potable water is available, then we should be more cautious in handling water. Isn't it, children? So we must be very cautious about using water. So this is availability of water on the earth. Now bucket of water is representing total water on the earth, and mug is representing fresh water present on the earth, and this glass tumbler is representing the groundwater, and spoon of water represents water in rivers and lakes. Now let us see what are the forms of water. All of us know that water is available naturally in three forms. What are those three forms? Solid form, liquid form and gaseous form. Let us understand about solid form of water. We call solid form of water as ice. Snow occurs naturally. Children, can we convert water into ice? How? How can you convert water into ice? Water on cooling, it becomes ice. Everyone you know. Next we see the next form of water, that is liquid form. What happens if ice is kept in the open air? If we heat ice, it will change into water. Water in liquid form is present in oceans, seas, lakes, rivers, and even underground also. So we have liquid form of water on our earth. Next we see the next form of water, that is gaseous form. What happens when water is heated? The gaseous form of water is water vapor which is present in the air around us. We know that when ice is heated, it converts into water, and if water is heated, it turns into water vapor. Similarly, when water vapor is cooled, we can get back water. If water is cooled further, we will get ice. So we understand the three forms of water are interchangeable. That means we can change water into ice and ice into water. At the same time, we can change water into steam or gas, and then from steam to or gaseous form of water to liquid form of water. So that we can say that these three forms are interchangeable. Next we are having here water cycle. In this water cycle, we are having different stages. First, evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and after that are runoff water, surface water, underground water. And so we see these stages of water cycle in our next session. Okay, children. So up to that, study well, be well. Allah Hafiz.